Hello, I'm Jay, and welcome to Jay Designs. Today, I'm not going to be designing anything. What I'm going to do today is show you why I think you should use one of these battery boxes over a set of jumper cables. And then after I do that, I'll walk you through some of the features on one of these little battery boxes. They're really cool. And oh yeah, you'll see this truck behind me in a lot of the shots in this video. If you want to know what's going on with the madness in this thing, I'll have a bunch of videos linked up in the cards and down below. Let's get right into the comparison. So another big pro to the battery bank is size. You can see how much smaller this is than the jumper cables. They're stored in their carrying bag, by the way. I have a truck, so I can't keep these in the trunk of my car, so any little bit of interior space I can save is really nice. This guy's so small I can just throw it in one of the side pouches on my truck and not have to worry about it until I need to use it. Oh, and I know some people don't care about weight, but I most certainly do. And this little battery bank here is a whole heck of a lot lighter than this big old bag of jumper cables. Another big pro with one of these battery banks is when you need to jump somebody else off. So if I gotta jump somebody else off, I don't need to start my truck and physically move it over to that other vehicle. So all I have to do is grab my battery bank and just walk it over to the other person's car. I've had to jump my neighbor off with this guy twice, and it's really nice because I don't need to start my truck, drive it up in her yard, get it situated so the jumper cables will reach her battery. Just grab that out of the truck, walk over to her car, and jump it. That's simple. So now I'm going to show you how to connect the battery bank to your battery. It's super simple. You just grab the terminals that would come in the bag with the battery bank and connect it in. This can't be connected the wrong way. And then you connect them up to your battery. The next step, there's a little button on the side of this guy, and you just need something to hit it, and that will energize the terminals. So with normal jumper cables, as soon as they're connected, they're energized. So the button on the side of this guy is just a safety feature. And with that, you're ready to jump the vehicle. Now, hands down, one of the biggest pros to this battery bank for me is when I'm out properly in the middle of nowhere and the battery on that truck decides to not start the engine, I can jump myself off without anybody else. Jumper cables definitely can't do that. You obviously need another car to use jumper cable. Now, I have to be honest with you, there are some downsides to one of these battery packs. One of the big pros for jumper cables is that they only cost about 20 bucks, whereas one of these battery banks, this one in particular, costs me about 70 bucks. The other thing with jumper cables is you never have to worry about charging them. With a battery bank, I try to check the charge on this guy about once a month. But despite those two things, I still feel that the battery bank is the better choice, for me at least. But please let me know which one you would go with and why. So now that I've hopefully convinced you to go get one of these battery banks instead of a set of jumper cables, I'll look at the package that it comes in. So first off, on the back here, it's got a nice little mesh thing for sticking other stuff in here. But it comes with a USB to USB-C cable. That's how you charge the guy. And then if we look on the inside here, here's the battery cables, here's the jumper set. And the jumper set has a nice, like this side's round and that side's square, so you can't put the cables in with the wrong polarity. And then the battery bank stores in here really nicely. This is how you check the charge on the battery bank. Just remember to do that once a month. On the front of it, it's got a light USB-C, that's how you charge it. And then it's got two USB ports for charging a phone or something like that. Try charging a phone with a set of jumper cables. Best of luck. And then on the side of it, there's also this is an old school port. Nobody really uses these anymore, but it's a 15 volt, 10 amp port. Pretty cool. Nice and small too. So if you are gonna get one of these battery banks, just remember that you need to size them appropriately to your engine. So this battery bank is made for a 4.5 liter motor, and my truck motor is a 4 liter. So this battery bank should be perfectly fine for that job. And with that, let me know which one you'd pick. For me, it's definitely this battery bank, but I want to know which one you'll choose and why. So, I'm Jay, you've been watching Jay Designs, and thank you so much for watching.